What's up, family? Welcome to the Toe2Toe Sports Show, where we talk about everything from football to baseball to basketball to boxing. And oh yeah, can't forget about our Dawgs and Gators.
You never know what you'll hear from Kb Steveo, and you'll never know who you'll see stopping by to kick it with the guys.
So make sure you check us out live every Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time on Facebook and YouTube Live. Peace.
I ain't never played sports. You know what I mean? I always have, you know what I'm saying, like music and love music from the jump. So that was my just plan A. I ain't even have a plan B. I made myself not have a plan B on purpose just so I can fulfill my plan A.
Oh, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Toe2Toe Podcast. It's your boy KB. As you see, Steve-O is not here. He is jet setting coast to coast. He in Dallas, he in Atlanta, he in Paris. He's everywhere. But no, Steve-O, he's actually traveling. So giving him traveling prayers as he's going back to the A. He was in Dallas yesterday. You know what I'm saying? And on the field at the Cowboys showing out. But yeah, man. So shout out to Steve-O and traveling to him and his family. But today we got Kels here, and it's only right that we got Kels here because it's the Natty, man. So before we get into it, make sure you comment, like, subscribe, share. You know what I'm saying? Share to your friends, family. You know, we talk about sports, man. We keep it clean for the most part. Kels, how's it feel, man? Y'all are in the national championship of football. I can't believe it. Are you there? Okay, got your tongue? All right, well, while Kels worked that out, yeah, man. So Miami and Indiana are in the national championship. I wouldn't have expected Miami to be there. Oh, your audio. You fix your audio. Okay.
Hold on.
Okay. All right. While he's working on that, Indiana, as most of y'all know, I picked to be in a national championship. I picked them to win it all. I did not have Miami winning. Getting this far, I had them losing to A&M in a toss-up. Then I definitely had them losing to who they play? Ohio State. That was for sure a loss.
Oh, of course.
Here they are, man. Here they are. So, Kels, if your audio is working, man, tell us how it feels
Can you
to
hear me
have your
now?
team in a national championship. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, yeah. So, it's a lot of emotions. I'm not going to lie to you. I expect us to run this way, but that Georgia Ole Miss game, even when I think I said before, it was like that was a toss-up. But to get here, like the emotions, like I was 15 the last time we went to the Natty and got screwed, and I was just like, okay, we got our revenge against Ohio State. Ole Miss, we can beat them. And then like when it happened, it's just like, and for me as a fan, it's amazing. But then I'll just like, we gotta win the whole thing. But the Fiesta Bowl we have never won there, so that's why everybody was like, oh yeah, we're gonna do this, and I was just like, you got a hurdle to go over first because it's just a lot of emotions. I'm not gonna lie to you, like to get this far. And I know a lot of times in the chat we be like, yeah, Miami this, Miami that, and stuff like that. But to actually get these hurdles and go over there, is the 15-year-old me has healed. So now let's just go win this national championship.
Hey, man. Yeah, I remember that game, man. It was crazy. I think I was in 10th grade, I think. I might have been 10th grade. I know I had to go to track practice the next day, track and field practice. And yeah, man, I remember being at that joint like crazy because all the football players were there. And it was just like, I can't believe Miami lost that game like they did. Willis McGahee go out with the knee. It was just a crazy game, man. Crazy game.
Yeah.
So at least I got y'all payback. and y'all are making the best of it. It looks like Miami's OC tuned into the show and listened to what I had to say, and it followed my design to a T, and then threw in a little sprinkle of Carson Beck running. How do you feel? Like, I think that is by far the X factor in all of this. I think that is the difference maker. At the end of the day, Carson Beck running the ball effectively has been a game changer for y'all.
I halfway agree with that. You're not wrong. Yeah, him running and getting that going. I think the 3rd-11 when we were up by, I think it was 3 against Ohio State, and he kind of like just took that first down and just like 3rd-11 just showed that's what he earned my trust as a Miami Hurricane. That's what he fully, for me, earned it. That and not having the turnovers, but the ball placement. I give him like them last few drives where we need to score points, because that's been the biggest. That's been the worst kept secret. Was like, okay, you get Carson Beck down, or Carson Beck is always going to throw that pick, but can he leave the game when they drive? He made 2 clutch drives in that Ole Miss game. So definitely his running has, and I'm glad, because he's 6'5". He ain't Michael Vick, but he can at least run and get some yards. But also his decision making in the clutch.
Yeah. He's been it definitely was some plays that was like, this is kind of looking like Beck. But yeah, man, his scrambling by far, I don't think nobody game planned for that. Like, you could tell, like, that was not a thought process like, hey, Beck's going to scramble. Like, that wasn't even a thought that he would do so. And even if they did, I think it was like he's not going to go for long. He actually could scoot, man. He actually could scoot a little bit. Like, he's not, dropping any jaws and stuff like that, but he's effective. Like, he has that Aaron Rodgers type of skedaddle. You know what I'm saying? Like, to where he's not going to outrun a lot of people, but if he has space, he can get you for a quick 10, 15. Also, the play of Malachi Tony, man, I think the unsung hero of Miami's CFP run. Just when a play needs to be made, it's him. When something needs to happen, it's him. Or he's taking away the attention to make something happen. I think
the blocking too. The blocking, and like, as a freshman that's supposed to be in high school right now, it's crazy.
Yeah, his
the
toughness. His toughness. Again, stars don't matter. He's a 3-star, right? Coming out of high school, 3-star. I think he was Mr. Florida for football.
Correct.
As a junior, he's supposed to be a senior in high school right now, but I think it speaks to his toughness. He's a Miami kid. Like,
yes, sir.
I crack jokes about like, money to keep him. He's a kid to where you're not gonna, like, no school's gonna call him and be able to offer him a bag to get him to leave Miami. Like, some kids are just they are just for their school. And I love seeing that, man. I love seeing a talent like Malachi Tony, like, to where there's no question. Like, if he left in the like, it has to be something crazy. If he was to leave, and it's kind of like how VB3 is for Florida. You know what I'm saying? Like, like, they're not going anywhere. Those guys are cemented their legacy. Like, it's more important for them to be respected at their school than to make money as a freshman, sophomore, junior. So it's good to see that, man, for sure.
I totally agree. So like he's doing stuff a senior in high school, you expect a senior in high school to do, or like a senior in college. This kid's just a freshman. Really? He's a kid that's a freshman. Not only that, he's blocking, he's defending, he's being a decoy. Like, when I heard the stories of Baby Jesus, that's his nickname, and they were just like, he's showing out and he's doing stuff like he's a senior in college, I had to believe it to see it. But then when I seen the way the kid plays and just like how he carries himself, like, if you ever like watch some of the stuff, if you want to go anything, watch the press conference he had against Florida State, where he's talking about where you guys work ethic from, and you'll just fall in love with the kid.
Yeah, man. I think he's amazing, man. He's going to grow. He's like 5'10" right now. He may hit 6'1". I think if he gets over 6 feet, easy first rounder. He's one of the most like usable players. I'm losing the word, but like, he's one of the most like dynamic players in college football. Like he can throw as good as a quarterback. He can run. He can catch. I don't know if Indiana has something. Well, I know they got something planned for him, but I don't know if they have anybody to really mirror him. So I think the game is going to come down to a lot of different matchups, which good football usually does. But I don't see where there's a lack on either side, though. Like, I mean, Miami has wide receivers. We saw that, hey, man, when they need to get the ball around, they can. Indiana has DBs. Indiana has a good O-line. They're going to run the ball down your throat. They're very technical. They're not huge, but they're very technical. Miami D-line is who they've been, right?
Yes.
The linebacker core versus Indiana running backs. Like it's and then vice versa. Miami.
It's so many good matchups. It's gonna be great matchups all around.
It's definitely coming down to coaching. I think coaching and of course execution. But I think, man, like if you can limit for Indiana, if they can limit the big plays, because that's what Miami like. You'll get Miami like at a 3rd and 7, but then they'll bust like a 50-yard gain, and it's like those type of plays. Can you keep Mark Fletcher under control? Mm-hmm. Like you're not going to be able to stop him. Because I think he's one of the better backs in the league, just from a toughness and like
polish.
Running back. Like when you want a running back, you want somebody that's going to run the ball, make you hate tackling them. And Mark Fletcher does that very well. He's not going to make you miss, but he's going to run through you. Then that other guy, Brown, number 6.
Yeah, the dude from North Dakota State. Yes.
Hey man, he is him. He is like that. I think that two running back dynamic is going to be hard to beat, but Indiana also got studs.
Oh yeah, they do too. Like it's this game is is going to be the ultimate chess match. Like the X's is O's, people know what they're going to do and stuff like that. They got enough game film. It's who is going to have that, who's going to win that chess match, because now it's your offensive coordinator versus the defense coordinators on both sides, and both are very solid.
Yeah, like I'm not a big bettor, but this is a game like I literally don't know. I honestly is just going to sit back and just enjoy a good game. I have no idea who will win this game. Like there's no upside to one side versus the other. The story, I think each storyline has a story. You have Miami, they're at home. They haven't won the Natty since 2001. Yeah, 2001. Beck got pushed off of his team, and then he landed in Miami, where he led them to the national championship. You got that story. Then you have Indiana, who has the hometown kid who dad played with Mario, and it's just like it's a lot of storylines that are going to look real good tomorrow, Tuesday morning, when the newspaper come out. But man, I literally have no idea, man. I'm definitely surprised Miami got this far. The good thing about picking sports is somebody gonna be wrong, and I was wrong. Miami has proved me wrong. Like, I think they turned it on at the right time. So like I said, for personal, like for my group chat, yeah, I want Miami to lose just because I have to deal with Kels and Tony if they win. But outside of that,
yes,
I really like. There's literally no dog in the fight for me, man. If I'm a Miami fan, I feel confident. I have no reason not to.
Yes, sir. I totally agree with what you said. Like, again, it was hard for me to pick. Remember when we did the last show, and I was just like, I wanted to pick Miami to go to the Natty versus Indiana, but I kind of hesitated because of certain things that has happened. But then, like, I feel great about it, and like I said, this has been a long time coming. Like, everybody want to say the U is back, and I think last year in the chat, you remember, and I was like, yeah, we're back. And then everybody's looked at me kind of funny. There was one of the guys in there that hesitated, and rightfully so. But I just felt like getting those recruits and then getting closer and closer. Shout outs to Cam Ward as well. I think he really helped. He plays a huge part in this, because without that quarterback, without the cachet, I don't know where would we be at. Hello? Oh, my camera unplugged. Okay, yeah. So yeah, so thanks to Cam Ward and he came down to the game for the Fiesta Bowl. So yeah, this is like kind of like a movie kind of thing. Indiana and Miami's thing, like the runs they have had, because remember, the ACC also, everybody was saying that they didn't deserve to be there, but as much as I'm glad that the politicking has happened, because you can't keep a team out for beating someone who you think was supposed to be there in the first place. So yeah, but like I say, it's gonna be a dogfight. Indiana deserved to be here too. I watched a couple games from Indiana. I ain't watched the blowouts because you're really not gonna learn nothing about a team from blowing somebody out. But I think a few days ago I watched the Ohio State game. I watched the game against Notre Dame last year in the playoffs. They're totally different teams. And I watched the game against Iowa to get a feel of what they're like in adversity. We have to get to, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We have to put pressure on Mendoza, because that's going to be the key to everything, because his ball placement is like crazy. They got running backs and everything like that too. But like, if I would have to say something that's going to probably give us problems, the Indiana run game is going to give us problems. But the ball placement with Mendoza and those wide receivers, because one of our wide receivers got a targeting call and he won't be back to like the second half. Damari Brown, that's up in the air. So those are going to be like I said, this is going to be one of those games to where it's going to be like, okay, it could go either way. But not only that too, a lot of the bettors and people on ESPN, everybody, we don't stand a chance. We don't stand a chance. And it's just like, yeah, we didn't stand a chance the last 3 games.
Y'all do not. They actually have you guys. That matchup is 68.3% expected to win Miami for Indiana to win. So that's just let you know right there. Oh, there I go. Okay, there I go again.
And I love it too, because when we won our first national championship, I wasn't born for that one, but they said that Nebraska had the greatest team of all time. Miami doesn't stand a chance.
Yeah,
we've heard it before. We're here again.
Yeah, I don't think. I think Miami. I think Indiana had the most consistent team this year. And even going back to the naysayers, man. I think when you look at the ACC, I think they're probably. It's probably just football in general, right? Is getting more balanced. I think for the last 20 plus years, you had the SEC who was able to play the money game, who was able to, through being able to get these athletes and get the stuff to be the premier league. And I think just over time, like that's just been cemented. When you look at the Alabamas and the Georgias, the time where Florida had it, it was very top heavy, but you had a consistent SEC, and all these guys getting drafted out of the SEC. And the ACC always had teams, like certain teams were the respected teams, the Miami, the Florida States, the Virginia Techs,
the Clemsons.
Definitely like those were the teams that ran the ACC. So I don't think it was ever a ACC like disrespect. I think it was just the SEC had the respect just because of what was happening, the product and stuff. And I think what has happened is as time has changed to where scheduling has now taken a backseat to being important, and then you don't see a lot of the cross matchups during the season. Then you also have Clemson, who was the perennial winner of everything. They started to slip back.
Yes.
So I think that what happened was a lot of people looked at the ACC when Clemson stepped back and was like, well, if they ain't good, everybody else look crazy because they're losing 2 or 3 games a season, which is the same for the SEC. But I think you still had just guys getting drafted out of the SEC.
One thing I want to add to help you out on that one too, if we just go back to Alabama, you had Derrick Henry, you had Lacey, you have Kamara. Like all the elite talent went to the SEC. So like if there was a little bit of a drop off, you still had like a 4 or 5 stars. So like transfer portal, I think in my personal opinion, really had flipped the whole because now these oh man, you have these 3, 4, 5 backs. Okay, I can pay you more over here. I can do this and all the other stuff. So transfer portal and definitely the NIL definitely kind of like that depth that everybody used to have and stuff like that. It's like, okay, I actually
1,000%.
could go spread it a while. Because think about it, Indiana. Just look at like I said, researchers do a little bit more about Indiana. Most of their team came from like JMU and other places too. Like you had, but Mendoza came from Cal and other things. So it's just like now, it's like, yes, they say the Big Ten is top heavy now and they're the best league. But now I'm looking at it like this could be true. But now, do you not only have the money, but do you have the kids that can now want to stay apart and stuff like that? Like the NFL, perfect example. NFL now, you have, if we go back to Kenneth Walker, we go back to Seattle, Kenneth Walker, and you have the boy named with the C. They're willing to now go ahead and be like, okay, we can have a 2 or 3 or 4 head monster. It ain't like a single back now. That's where a lot of the things come into play now, because now a lot of people want to be star running backs. So that's going to be like,
that depth thing is gone. Like when you look at when Bama had, like it was a thing with Bama. It was like, yo, you can sit for 2 or 3 years, play your senior year, and get drafted in the first round. That was like the recipe. Hey man, y'all sit back 2 or 3 years, and you play a year or two, and you go in first round. But yeah, the NIL and really the NIL changed that, because now you can't as a player. Like, one, you can't afford to sit back and wait 3-4 years, because you might get replaced by a guy that's got out the portal. And also, you don't have to. Yo, I'm a 5-star guy just like this other guy. I can go start somewhere else. And you're seeing the talent, the disparity in the talent just go everywhere. So, I always will say, like, right now, like, yes, the SEC is still the perennial league, just because it's still the talent heavy in the SEC. They see even the Big 12, the Big 10, the Big 12 is about to go crazy with the with Texas Tech, and you got the Baylors. A lot of the money is in the Big 12, like the Midwest schools, them oil schools.
Yes, facts.
A lot of money is out there, and then you have the Big 10, who has the old money. So I think the SEC, when you have like the flashy, it's like, yeah, we have the flashy money, but now you're seeing a lot of SEC teams start to get a little nervous. Like you're starting to see the Alabamas get a little nervous. You're seeing like, LSU they paid Kiffin a lot of money, and it's great year one, but are you going to be able to afford to pay him $95 million? Are you going to be able to afford to keep paying your quarterback room $8 million a season just in your quarterback room and expect to win? Texas A&M was the first team to really get that portal with that money, and they didn't do anything with it, and it fell apart. I don't think.
I think just having the right people. Yeah, because you got to think about it. Indiana end up picking up. I don't know. I got to go back and research on how the ties with Mark Cuban comes into play. But Mark Cuban, like now you're getting these other billionaires, or like like with Michigan alumni and all of them now, or like you said, the loan money. So it's just like, now, how can you get the ties with people or with relationships and stuff to get that to start paying to get the players? Like Texas Tech, this ain't gonna be like this ain't no one trick pony thing no more. It's like, okay, they got loan money and they got money. Like now it's like, how can we do this?
They have billionaires that are fan now. The boosters that y'all worried about, the dealerships and the stores to be, man, it's bigger than that. Now you're looking at oil money for Texas Tech. Now you're looking at Mark Cuban, who isn't the day-to-day operations of the Mavs no more. So he got time to sit around and get his feet in there. The Barstool guys with Michigan, Miami, that guys got money. Florida, it's guys with money in Florida that haven't given money since Urban Meyer was here, that they're starting to pull out and be like, hey man, you want us to be successful? We need 25 million, 30 million. And they're starting to pay it. And this is what you see when, like, a lot of, like for Florida, a lot of people, some people are like, oh, y'all didn't make a lot of noise in the portal. I'm like, do you know what we kept? it kept Dallas Wilson. Hey, Dallas Wilson, Jaden Woods, LJ McCray. It's a lot of money.
Those are key pieces
to keep players out of the portal. Like the guys that are in the portal are only there, like they're getting paid. We're pulling guys from back out of the portal. So that's where a lot of like retention is huge. So it's like guys
Facts.
who, if it was just X's and O's, like a Billy Napier, if it was X's and O's and he could just build a team off relationship, he probably would have had top 5 classes, probably done very well. You know what I'm saying? Because he's a relationship guy.
Mhm.
That's only half the battle. The relationship is keeping them on campus. The relationship is like, hey man, I'll entertain you guys. Now, when it gets to a point to where you start seeing depth, I think whoever is first when it comes to stacking depth with talent, with that
Yes.
top talent is gonna be the blueprint to follow. And I don't know who that's gonna be. I think we've done a good job with keeping our talent. Like the majority of the guys that hit the portal for us are 3-year guys that haven't played a lot within their 3 years. Coming up on their 4th year.
Yeah.
That the Trey Wilsons, the Aiden Mizell. It's like, all right, I expect that. You're about to be a senior. You're a redshirt junior. You haven't really played. Yeah, hit the portal. But I think like Miami, like everybody has a thing where you have top talent, but depth is an issue at a lot of positions, because you just don't have the time to invest in that. So it's going to be interesting because Indiana, I don't know how they are with depth wise, but they're going to they better have something for next year if they want to stay with the Oregons and the USCs and the Miamis that's spending money.
Yeah, because Mendoza, I think Mendoza got hurt like the first play or second play. I can't remember on the first drive, and his brother came back and it was just like, all right, we need Mendoza back.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of these teams, man, and we'll get back to the national championship, but like that's one of the things I like about Florida with John Summerall's doing. Like, yeah, we got the kid from Georgia Tech coming. We got Tramel Jones, who looks great. We got Will Griffin. We may get another quarterback, but like if one of the top 2 quarterbacks go down, I feel pretty solid about the guys coming up. Our running back room stacked. Wide receivers, I literally have no idea who's going to start outside of our VB3. Like we have legit 6 or 7 guys. So it's like, all right, I see the depth. A lot of these guys are older, so I don't know. You're going to have to recruit like crazy or spend a lot of NIL money. But I like the way college football is looking as far as the fairness of where players are going. Like they're all over the world. I don't like the like the getting in and out of the portal. So before we get to that, give me a final score for the game tomorrow.
All right, I'm picking Miami to win, of course. But it's going to be, I'm thinking more of an Indiana-Ohio State game because I don't think it's going to be as high scoring as everybody thinks it's going to be because that was a back and forth. And I got my team winning 27-20. I was going to say 24, but 27-20. It's going to be, like I said, this is not football. This is going to be like the chess match. This is kind of like a game within the game. And I'm thinking whoever has the ball last probably going to pull it out. And that's how I see it.
Yeah.
Sure ain't going to blow out. Everybody keep thinking.
You're breaking up.
It can go either way. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
27-20.
27-20 Miami. Man, I don't know. Like this is not even don't want to pick Miami. I really don't know. For all the reasons you just said. I literally have. I think first half is gonna be pretty slow. I don't expect you might get like a quick score like in the beginning, and then the rest of the first quarter, second quarter is gonna be just back and forth tennis match. I don't really expect this game to come alive until the fourth, when both teams are forced to to open up, when they're like, yo, okay, we got to go win this game. And that usually happens in the fourth quarter. I am leaning Miami because the run game is very potent. And I think not Mark Fletcher, but the other guy from North Dakota State,
Brown
is different. Like Fletcher is a stud, right? But Brown, that dude, the way he was running the ball against Ole Miss, I mean, not Ole Miss, against Ohio State, I was like, oh man, like, no, it was Ole Miss, yeah. When he was running the ball against Ole Miss, I was like, yo, the dude is no, it was. Oh man, I'm tripping. It definitely was Ohio State.
No. You're right. It was both games. Ohio State. That's when he
yeah,
took over the
okay.
last
Ole
drive.
Miss, yes.
But he had a
Ole
couple
Miss,
runners. He got a couple runs at Ole Miss, but the penalties.
bro. It's the way, and it's the way he runs the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like the way he runs is absolutely nuts, and he's fast and physical. So I think I'm going to probably go with Miami on this one to win. Again, I think it'll be close. I think it's going to be, like you said, like 27-24, 27-20. I think it'll be like that. And yeah, man, I think Miami's going to win it at home. It'll be a great story for them. For the trash talk, of course, I would hate it. But outside of that, man, for things that actually matter, it's going to be a good game, man. And I think Miami will win. So I'm going to go 24-27. I'm going to go with the field goal kick to win it. To walk-off field goal kick for Miami to win the game, and that'll be it. So
and the ACC needs this. Like the ACC really needs this. Like as much. Also, I've been like looking at the ACC network and stuff like that. Like a lot of them really are prudent for besides Florida State and maybe Clemson, but the rest of them are pulling for Miami. So because it's like they're like that's the only hope.
Yeah, and I get it. Like you gotta root for the home team at the end of the day, man. So like we were saying, when it came to the portal, right? You have a situations where you have like a kid like Mensa, right? The big news is Mensa, the quarterback for Duke, got into the portal the last minute, and he's allegedly getting the craziest NIL package that has not ever been seen, because Jordan Addison got that by far. But it's like a ransom. It's like like a king's ransom. I think Miami is paying for his contract with Duke to be canceled. I think Miami's paying him. I forgot the amount of money NIL, but they're paying off his the contract with.
I think it was 10 mil. Like it was a lot.
So, like the value of it is like 10 mil. Like they have to pay off like 800,000 or like $1 million, something crazy to do. Then they have to pay him. The sister's allegedly getting a full ride scholarship.
That's crazy.
He's getting like this condo, like Biscayne property, like some like he's getting that. Like they went out and said, "Yo, they're getting a king's ransom to go." And I don't know what you say to that. Like you can't be mad at the kid because like, yo, you're changing my life to play a year of football. He has a year left. I can't blame him. I can't blame him
either.
And I can't blame Miami because you don't have a quarterback next year.
Yeah, I mean, because the other ones are developing.
They're developing the portal. There's one portal window now. There's no post spring window to try to get somebody who lost the QB2 battle. And like, what does Miami do? Y'all, they lost all the quarterback battles, which was crazy to me, because I think you've seen the proof of the pudding with Ward. Then you see Beck, and it's like, Miami is the one here to quitter. Mario ain't never been a big quarterback guy. His claim to fame has always been the O-line.
Yes.
And I mean, it continues. Like, he don't got to recruit and develop a quarterback now. You can just keep going to get one. I don't know how that works long term, but it looked like it's working today. So tell me, how do you feel about the way that whole thing fell out with Mensa and the way y'all been attacking quarterbacks and stuff? All right. I think he's getting that ready. Oh, Akel's working on that. Yeah, so I think it's crazy. Yeah, man. Shout out to Steve said give him Indiana by 10. Hey man, I picked every time I pick against Miami win. So maybe a little reverse psychology in the universe. I pick them to win. They lose. Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? I got the
Can you hear me?
whistles out, you know. Yeah, I can hear you now, man. Shout out to Steve, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Had to change it up for folks.
To go back to what you were saying, they had Levitt pretty much, but I don't know how in the world after the Tennessee, Kevin met him at the Tennessee airport. Don't know how that happened. Don't know, but and he ended up swooping him. I think a lot of quality over quantity. And I say it because, like, again, I was listening to what Shannon Dawson be talking about because I'm just like, all right, let me figure out what's going on with the mind of my offense coordinator. They be looking at mechanics and everything else and stuff like that, and they pick their people, and of course they pay. But it's just like, all right, the kind of scheme in the office and the air raid and stuff like that. So a lot we missed on. So this one coming out, if we get this one. It's going to be another long year, but I prefer like the depth. I keep talking about depth. That's the main thing. Key pieces and stuff like that. Which also a hero of the game against Ole Miss was Marion, because Marion balled out. He balled out. CJ Daniels made some crucial third downs. So if we got the money, I mean, the ACC gave us $34 million for winning the playoff games, the first in history of this rendition of the playoffs. So go spend that money.
Yeah. And clearly they did, man. They went and said, yo, we want you. Tampering 1,000%. But
this day and age, it's not tampering no more. It's like they're you got to treat them like they're pro players now. It's literally it, because they are.
Yeah, I mean, is it tampering? Yes, but is it something that everybody tampers at? Like, I just want people to watch. Your team tampers. They may not be that good at it, but they tamper. There's no way your team is linked to a player the first day of the portal without tampering. There's no way your player is linked to a player. Your team is linked to a player before the portal opens officially. Like if your team is like, oh, we're in the running for his, we already have a visit set up. Tampering, fam. Like it just is part of the game. And until they make a rule around it, it's going to happen. And I'm all for cheating. I'm all for everyone cheating. Like if it's everybody can cheat, cool, then it's fair. If it's a situation to where there's only one team benefiting off cheating, then no. So I have no problem doing that, man. There's a lot of teams, a lot of players left in the portal right now. Absolutely, I'm for cheating. And when it comes to football and real life, no. But yes, for football, absolutely. Cheating is only bad when it's one-sided. If it's even, if everybody has the opportunity to cheat, then it is what it is. Like, first Saban had dealerships. Now everybody got dealerships. Black men don't cheat. Nope. And we ain't cheating in NIL either. We ain't in none of them rooms. It ain't me. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I will at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So I'm all for tampering. Well, not necessarily tampering, but I'm all for NIL. I'm all for paying these guys. I'm all for, if you want to waste your money, if you want to go out and spend $40 million on a roster, good luck. At the end of the day, you still got to play. You can have all the names in the world. it's still
You
talent.
don't got
on
no
other teams.
schemes. You got no schemes.
It don't.
You did.
It don't matter. Like it doesn't matter. Indiana's winning because they can play football. Ohio
Yes.
State has one of the highest NILs teams, and they lost. Like it doesn't. At the end of the day, you gotta cheat, and absolutely you have to regulate NIL. Now, I said that they should have a school should have a structure, right? This is my way of solving NIL problems. My thing with solving NIL is every school has a what do they call them? Collective, right? Every school has a collective. That collective is the governing body of money for their players for their players' funds, right? So if mom and pop Joe and Schmo want to give $500 to NIL, they got to do it through the collective. If Mark Cuban want to give money to Indiana, cool, do it through the collective, right? I think there should be a set salary cap.
Cap. I was about to say.
I think thing. Like at the most, like a school you can play, the most you can pay your roster in total, 50 mil, right? Say 50 mil is the most. If you got it, you got it. I ain't gonna knock you if you got it. If you ain't got it, it ain't my fault. But the most you can pay your roster in the season, let's say 35 mil, right? 35, 40 mil. What you do with that is what you do with that. If you want to give a player 10 and the rest of your team got to split 20, 25, it is what it is. But I think that gives some type of regulation, right? Now, will that take away from, I think that's for paying players. Now, the issue you're going to have is like, well, I want to go out and sign autographs. I want to go out and do that, which is cool, but they have to book it through the collective.
Okay, I like that.
And it has to be documented. So it's like, yo, I want you to come sign autographs for 6 hours. I want to give you $1 million. Okay, cool. $1 million gets handled through the agent, blah, blah, blah. Cool. And make it split up over the 4 years, however you do it. But I think it has to get handled through the collective and the agent. The same way the agent goes to the league, the team, the negotiated contract for, all right, man, we'll guarantee he stays through his junior year, $2 million a year.
I got a question for you.
What's up?
Can you hear me? Okay, yeah. I like that idea. I just got a question. Do you think they need to push the portal back? Because looking at these, because I didn't bring this up, but one of our players went to the portal and he's going to Indiana.
Oh, wow.
In the middle. Yeah, like, like what?
And I think they realized that because the NCAA, they put out a thing today. It may have been yesterday or today, but it was very quiet. It said that they're going to keep the portal open until Wednesday, because Monday's a holiday and the game and stuff. I think that's what's going to happen. I think next year they're going to extend the portal until after the season, probably like the day after the national championship game, and then for 2 weeks, right? And I think from there, and you can always, because kids can get they can declare for the portal sooner than that. It's just you can't make anything truly happen. You know what I'm saying? And I think that at the end of the day, that will be how, and I think that's how it should be done. I think put the portal back, have the portal window be, the 2-3 weeks after the season. Mm-hmm. Cool. Right before spring ball start. Because spring don't start till March.
Yeah.
So you got time.
Some of them got gutted. Some of the playoff teams got gutted because I think what was it? I think it was the DB from Oregon. Don't quote me on that, but it was somebody from Oregon that made like some impact plays in that game against Texas Tech, and then he just hopped in the portal like the next day.
Right. Exactly.
Like crazy.
Yeah, man. Like I got the wrong thing on there. Let me fix that.
Like this is like beyond bonkers because like I get it, but then it's just like I can't remember the last number I heard. It was 3,500. Probably more people than that in the portal now, and I'm just like, everybody's not going to get this kind of bag now.
Yeah, and it's players. I mean, Josh Pate, he put a thing where it's like over 2,500 kids that are trying to get back to their school after they hit the portal, and the school's like, "Yo, your spot's taken, fam."
Oh, yeah.
2,500 players, and
that's in green on the other side.
75% and 70% of them ain't gonna play football ever again. There's a player that left Florida. I forgot his name. I'm not gonna say his name anyway. But he came from a JUCO, got to Florida.
Mm-hmm.
He, played sparingly. You know what I'm saying? And then he wanted to hit the portal again to get the NIL to play somewhere else. He wasn't picked up. So now he's in the second. Now this is going into a second season outside of football. And he's just like, yo, I just really want a chance.
Yeah, damn. Like Chris Johnson Jr. was another one. He was Miami. Then he went to SMU last year. Now he's going to Clemson. And it's just like, is it really the money? Is the playing time? Like, what is it?
Yo, I am. Yeah. So Steve, we talked about that. Miami paying $10 million and I believe it's true.
Yes.
Yeah, they need a quarterback. Like they don't have anybody that's going to play quarterback. If the second portal window is open, that gives you more time. You can poach somebody that lost their job, to the starter. Like, say if Tramel Jones lost the job to Aaron Philo in spring.
Mm-hmm.
All right, he can hit the portal, go play for Miami. You know what I'm saying? But you don't have that luxury now, and you have to kind of get who you can get now and then trim down the fat during the spring and stuff. But it's going to be players that get pushed out during the spring. It happens every time because they're going to be players that are still available in spring that are healthy, and they're like, all right, and I can get on a discount. All right, they're in the portal right now, begging to get back to their school. Where they're going to have to go D2 or maybe not play again. And that's the bad part of the portal is some of these kids aren't really being handled properly. They aren't being guided properly. And as a 38-year-old man, I can sit back and I can see okay, what's going on. But as an 18-year-old that got a check for $700,000 and you play pretty good, or you feel like you can get more and play a little bit better, they're like, yo, I can just go somewhere else. Look at so-and-so. They got the
look at the boy from UCLA. Went from a no state tax state in Tennessee, and look what he's at in California now. Now that wasn't like you trying to get $4 billion. You already got no state taxes, so it's not always like, I don't know who. Like, you got to make sure you have some good people around you and stuff like that. Like, look, man, give me the real.
Money shouldn't be the motivate. Like, unless you're really like, yo, I don't want to play in the NFL. Like, I really don't see that being the future for me. Okay, get your money. TJ Finley, he's like, yo, if I can stay in college forever, I'm gonna stay here. Y'all gonna keep paying me $1 million to play on your team? $700K. I got a family. I need this money. Cool, I get it. Because when he's done, he's not playing nowhere else. He may be UFL, maybe, but he ain't playing on NFL. And I think players like him understand that. But I think it's as players that's just like, yo, man, I'm only hitting the portal for 2 or 3 reasons. One, if I know my coach, like I hate my coach. My coach hates me. It's known, it's understood. Like there's no way that he's going to coach me up properly because that happens. Relationships aren't always the best between a player and a coach. I hit in the portal, right? Because you want to at least get a chance to have a shot. 2, if my team, if it's like, okay, I really don't want to play here. I want to play for a different team. They're going to give me more money, or they can give me some money, but I just want to play for a different team. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want a different change of environment. It's no bad blood. It's just, I want something fresh. I haven't played in 3 years. Which you see like the traditional reason to get in a portal. I haven't played. I want to play, i.e.
I can bring a lot to the team.
Wilson. Yeah, give me a chance. You know what I'm saying? I get that, which is the most understanding. Then you have the third one, which is, the Mensa. Hey, man, this team is offering me $5 million to come play football. You're only offering, you only can pay me 2. It's a good team. It's going to be nothing but positive, financial wise, career wise. Yeah, I'm gonna go hit the portal. It's a business decision.
Yeah, and you have a good fit. You have pieces like you. Yeah, he won the ACC, but it's just like at some point along too, you probably want to try to go win a national championship, or at least to compete for one to go to the playoffs. At least
Traveling,
something.
man. Safe travels, Steve.
Safe travel, bro.
Yeah, and it was just like I can't tell a kid not to take that money. That's life-changing money. But those are the only reasons I'm getting in the portal. And you have agents now. Like even the backup guy has an agent. That agent is getting a phone call. Like your agent should be saying like, "Hey man, we put I'm floating your name around. Nobody's really biting on it." Or I have a couple teams, but they're only looking to try to give you like 80 grand, 50 grand. There might be
some
more.
of the schools. Oh, go ahead.
And like it might be more worth it, man, to just stay a year, take what they're offering you. Like they're offering to run the same amount, stay there, really get that film up, you know what I'm saying? Do what you got to do, you know, and then, you know, maybe swing it back around for it next year if you have the luxury of time. And that's what they should be telling these kids. But a lot of them are telling them, "Hey man, we're going to go get you that. I talked to so. It's hyping them up. But when you're hyping them up and the kid doesn't get it, then what? You drop the kid to move on.
Thinking they should do like some symposiums or something like at the schools or something. Because like again, I know in the NFL they do rookie symposium and all that stuff. Because it's just like again, it's literally the wild west in college football right now until these regulations kind of get like, okay, we need to go ahead and like really fix this.
I think the issue with it is these uncles to the program. I forgot which coach said it. They said the worst person to deal with in the NIL era is the uncle. Is like the uncle of the player, like the mom's brother. You know, the one who thinks they know everything, because that's who the relationship is. Like you go on these Twitter spaces, you know, they be like, "Oh, I've known him since Pop Warner. You know, I know his dad. That's like my nephew." So you have these people who think they know best, and they're like trying to guide them. And who are you gonna listen to? Like, if I played college football or I had a business and my nephew is about to go play D1, yo, call me. It's like that's who it's gonna be. Like if you have somebody in your life that knows, that either sounds like they know or know, like I think a lot of people would think that I know a lot about college football, which I do, but do I know what it's like to be a D1 athlete? Absolutely not. But I can pretend I do. If I talk to my friends and family and be like, "Yeah, man, you know that," they be like, "Oh, well, shit, he knows." So they may come with me for advice. "Hey, man, my son is about to go ahead. What you think?"
That sounds like Uncle Luke. That's the Uncle Luke. Uncle Luke be like, "Oh, Ray ain't getting no time."
Man, these coaches, you don't need that, bro. You're right.
Yeah, bad because he bashed Beard, and I'm just looking like, what, dude? Look where we at. Like, all right, no, but yeah, that's the Uncle. You call it the Uncle Luke.
So it's hard to tell that kid to don't listen to that guy, and when that guy is telling you to leave Miami because they're only paying you $800K when you can go over here and make double that, triple that, and you're gonna get play time. You see players get drafted from there all the time. It's about you. You've been that man since he was 10. That.
Yeah.
Because all these D1 guys, 95% of them have been that guy. They either won a state championship in high school, they All-American, they all conference, all state, they all run 4.2s, 4.3s. Like Division I, majority of these guys are amazing. They were great in Pop Warner. They were great in Little League. They was great in recess. They was great in all these environments that people are just gonna keep pushing them.
Yeah, one of my favorite quotes in life is, and this goes for sports too: hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. Because you could be the most talented person, or like you said, you was a big man on campus. You this, and this, but somebody outwork you and stuff like that. That's one of the reasons why Nakar has left, because he hasn't got no playing time. You got beat out by Malachi Tony, who's working hard and busting his tail. Like, it ain't no excuse. Like, either you work hard, yes, you can have the money still there, but if you're not working hard or doing that, the coaches see it.
And they ain't got to tell the other school that call about them that you you worth anything. They could be like, "Nah, I've coached high school football, right? I've been in the room with schools that are calling about, hey man, this player any good? And the coach is like, nah. I've seen it. I'm like, because like and I mean, don't get me wrong, they weren't lying. You know, the kid had a bad attitude problem, but he was talented. So, but you have people that can vouch for you. So you think when these other schools, they trying to do some research for the schools that do the research, they're like, oh man, don't get him. It's the reasons why Jamie French took almost a month to pick a team. It's reasons why Deontay Cook can't stay on the team. He can't get a look. Yo, all the talent in the world. But hey, man, your reputation precedes you. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of factors when it comes to that portal, man. But let's switch over to football, man, before we run out of time. NFL, the playoffs have been happening. We had 2 games yesterday, 2 games today. I want to say yesterday was the Seahawks, 49ers, and Bills and Broncos.
Yes, that's correct.
Did you get to watch the games?
Yes. Well, the Seattle one, I had turned it off at halftime because that was a shellacking.
Yeah, man.
But the Broncos and the Bills, now that was some high quality action. It sucks that Bo Nix is out for the rest of the playoffs.
Bruh.
Yo, that's crazy. And Buffalo, I'm gonna be honest with you, Buffalo dominated that whole game. Equalizes turnovers. The turnovers really killed them.
Sloppy,
Definitely some controversial calls too.
Yes.
That one was. I was just like, wow. So the offense simultaneously took the ball from him, and from what I saw, the ball didn't get ripped off until like his knee. But you got to complete the catch. That whole catch rule, they have to do something. Come on. They got to do something with that rule. That rule right there.
Yeah.
But Josh Allen did let his team down though. A couple of them turnovers, like the one before half when the Cook got hit good, he just fumbled. But then like the one before half where you holding the ball haphazardly, and that was like a 6-point swing.
Yeah.
And you could have been kicking the field goal to win the game, and you end up losing. Like it's just like it was a good game, but the sloppy turnovers. So he got to get killed.
That Josh Allen joint was crazy. That fumble was nuts. But sloppy, man. And I think Buffalo may have taken it for granted. You know what I'm saying? I think the expectation is to play for a Super Bowl, and I mean they haven't, like, period. But I think them not having to go against the Ravens or them having to go against Mahomes, it was like, okay, this is our year. This is it. We just gotta beat Denver. Hey man, I always thought whoever won, I didn't pick Buffalo or Denver to go to the Super Bowl anyway. I've had the Patriots for the playoff run, just because they're playing great ball. I think whoever wins today wins the Super Bowl. For the AFC, I don't think the NFC is gonna do it. The AFC is just playing too good of football. Like
you don't think Seattle? Nah, Seattle.
Well, Seattle played like they played yesterday. See that Seattle team show up. That would be amazing. But yeah, I don't think. And it's gonna be interesting, man. Like the Bears are at home. It's freezing. They're playing the Rams.
Jesus. Did you see the videos? Oh my God!
I could just imagine it's January. And Chicago is not where you want to play football.
It's like -30 or something like that, bro. Like the wind chill. It's ridiculous.
If you've never played tackle football with equipment, the last thing you want to do is
get hit in the cold.
And get hit in the cold. It's the last. It is uncomfortable. It hurts. The pain. The plastic is hard. And the mentally tough succeed. And that is why it is an unforgiving environment. That's why a lot of teams go to being in the domes. But those teams, the AFC North, there's a reason why they have the reputation they have of pound the ball, toughness.
And you have you have the worst stadium to be in at this moment in Chicago, which is that's the Windy City.
Like the Bears have more precautions. See, they deal with it on a regular, so they know, hey man, this equipment, these socks, these da. Put this on the Tiger Bomb trick, the Vaseline trick. Like a lot of people that don't have to deal with cold know some tricks. The Bears, Packers, those teams, Cincinnati, they deal with that every year for multiple weeks, for a month or two. It's been snowing up there since October. So for them, it's been winter for the longest. So I think it's gonna be one of those games. I think Chicago is gonna win because of the environment. I think that environment is going to be the 12th, 13th guy on the field. Now, of course, Super Bowl, they won't have to deal with that. They ain't never gonna play an outside Super Bowl again ever. I think MetLife might have been the last one. They ain't never.
No,
that ain't ever happening. Ever. If you got an outside stadium, you ain't ever hosted a Super Bowl. Ever. You hear me?
If you got parlays, just go lower.
Yeah, you hear me? Like this is not the game to bet on. We're gonna run the ball. If you bet for turnovers, this will probably be the game. It's gonna be interesting to watch that game, man, tonight.
Yeah.
But I do have Chicago winning. And then the Texans and the Patriots. This might sneaky be the best game of the playoffs.
Yes, I believe so. Yes, because you have an elite defense versus elite defense and a great offense versus a team that can run the ball. As we know, the running the ball and defense carries. It's going to come down to C.J. Stroud, in my opinion, because if he does what he did against Pittsburgh, they're going to get blown out. You can't be putting the ball on the ground 4 or 5 times. You can't. Not against those Patriots. You seen what they just did to the Chargers? You can't have those mistakes.
Yeah, it's not happening, man. The Patriots play great football, man. They're playing some great football. The Texans are too. Their defense. Hey man, shout out to D'Amico. Hey man, the boys are humming. I don't think anybody can beat those two teams.
Whatchamacallit? He's out too. Nico's out too with another concussion. So that's
it's gonna be interesting, man. But like I said, I think the AFC wins. If you give me if the Patriots go against the Seahawks for the Super Bowl, I'll probably be like, all right, this may be more of a thing. But yeah, man, I'm definitely looking forward to the games that come on today. I think 3:00 and 6:30 for me is 2. So I'm about to, get something to eat and get ready for that. Get all my daddy duties out the way. So when these games come on, I can sit back and relax. You feel me? But that's it, man. Wrap it up. Kels, appreciate you for coming on, stepping in for Steve-O while he is setting. Shout out to Miami Hurricanes. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Florida guy. Miami is not my number one rival. Like I said before, Miami is not my number one rival. It's UGA, Florida State, LSU, then Miami. So
y'all not our rivals either. So Florida State, Florida State, Virginia Tech, Ohio. Well, I don't know if Ohio State's a rival anymore because we kind of exercise those demons. And I'll say whoever else, I can't remember the third one. Louisville's a rival because we played in Big East with each other. So
but yeah, man, hopefully we get a good game, man. You know what I'm saying? If Miami lose, if Miami wins, then shout out to those guys. The timelines will not be safe for the next until we win one. It won't be safe out there.
I think it'll be worse for Florida State. It'll be worse for Florida State than it will be, honestly.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. Hey man, UGA's time's coming to an end, man. Don't worry about it. John got something for y'all. We ain't worried about that. No haters.
Win the playoff game. Sir. This rendition. We ain't going back in the past.
They got as many playoff games as we do.
He gonna be mad.
Woo! them Georgia Bulldogs got as many as us. But yeah, man. So shout out to everybody watching. Again, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure that you share if you watched it on the spin back. Let us know, man. If you don't say nothing, we don't know you watching. You feel me? But until next time, post Natty, pre-Super Bowl, we're gonna turn up. Steve-O probably gonna be back. We'll see wherever he jet sent to next time. But until next time, peace. We out of here.
Y'all have a good day.
I ain't never played sports. You know what I mean? I always have, you know what I'm saying, like music and love music from the jump. So that was my just plan A. I ain't even have a plan B. I made myself not have a plan B on purpose just so I can fulfill my plan A.